Maggie Collins stepped into Boston Luxury Motors in her simple jeans and white t-shirt, determined to inquire about a luxury car for a special occasion. Her appearance, understated and modest, immediately drew the disdainful eyes of the sales staff. One salesman, with barely concealed contempt, sneered as he glanced her way. "I'm sorry, but I think you're in the wrong place," he said, gesturing sharply toward the exit. His colleagues exchanged knowing looks while a few customers snickered in the background. Flushed with humiliation yet composed, Maggie left the showroom that very day without a word. The following morning, however, changed everything. As a gleaming Rolls-Royce Phantom pulled up outside the dealership, Maggie returned, not as the downtrodden customer of yesterday, but as the respected founder of the Collins Foundation for Children with Disabilities. At 35, her understated style masked the strength of her character and the accomplishments of her career. Behind her calm exterior lay years of dedication and passion for transforming young lives through her foundation. Today, she was determined to purchase a sleek Midnight Clue coupe as a gift for her sister's 40th birthday, a symbol of celebration and overcoming adversity, as her sister had bravely conquered breast cancer the previous year. Inside the showroom, the atmosphere shifted as Maggie's presence caught the attention of Blake Thompson, the dealership's sales manager. Adjusting his blue tie and straightening his navy suit jacket, he regarded her with a dismissive smirk, convinced that she was just another daydreaming customer, unworthy of the showroom's elite standards. "Good morning," he said, intercepting the greeting of a young salesman named Daniel who had approached her warmly. "I'll handle this," Blake added in a condescending tone before turning his gaze back to Maggie. Undeterred, Maggie responded politely, "I'm interested in that Midnight Clue coupe," indicating the vehicle on display. Blake's smile tightened imperceptibly as he launched into a rehearsed spiel about the car's exclusivity. "This model is extremely limited. Only 15 units were produced this year. Typically, we schedule private viewings for our serious clientele." His words, though delivered in a practiced tone, betrayed his underlying judgment as he casually suggested that Maggie might be better off exploring their used car division, conveniently located 3 blocks away. Maggie's eyes narrowed, but she maintained her composure. "I'd really like to learn more about this car," she insisted, her voice steady despite the sting of the earlier dismissal. Behind her, 2 well-dressed customers, the Harringtons, had entered the showroom. Instantly, Blake's demeanor shifted as he led them to the exclusive Azura coupe, boasting of its 8-month waiting list. With each passing moment, it became painfully clear that Maggie's genuine interest was being sidelined in favor of customers who fit the stereotypical image of luxury buyers. Unable to tolerate the blatant discrimination any longer, Maggie interrupted as Blake began explaining the car's private viewing policies to the Harringtons. "Excuse me," she said softly but firmly. "I would like to inquire about purchasing this vehicle." Her words hung in the air as the showroom fell silent. Blake's face reddened with irritation as he dismissed her, stating, "As I mentioned, this model is reserved for pre-scheduled appointments. Perhaps you could come back another time." The Harringtons exchanged awkward glances while Daniel, the young salesman who had shown her respect earlier, looked on with growing discomfort. Maggie's patience, however, had its limits. "I am prepared to make a cash purchase today," she declared calmly. "I know exactly what I want, and my funds are available." At that moment, Blake's carefully constructed veneer of professionalism cracked. He laughed harshly, his tone turning dismissive and condescending. "A cash purchase? This isn't a yard sale. People who can afford these cars are expected to dress appropriately." His words stung, not only because they dismissed Maggie's financial credibility, but also because they reinforced a hierarchy based solely on appearance. The tension in the room escalated until Richard Mason, the dealership owner, stepped in to assess the situation. With an air of authority, he said, "Maggie Collins, is it? I understand there may have been a misunderstanding. Our dealership welcomes all customers and our policies are meant to ensure a respectful experience for everyone." His intervention was measured and sincere, drawing the attention of everyone present. Maggie took a deep breath and responded with dignity, "Yes, I am Maggie Collins. I run the Collins Foundation for Children with Disabilities. I believe that my appearance does not define my ability to make a substantial purchase or determine my worth as a customer." Her calm yet assertive tone left no room for further dismissals. Meanwhile, Daniel, the earnest young salesman, stepped forward. "Miss Collins," he said, "I would be happy to show you the interior of the Azure Coupe and provide you with all the details you need." His respectful demeanor contrasted sharply with Blake's earlier treatment, highlighting the divide within the dealership's staff. Before Blake could retort, Richard Mason turned to him. "Mr. Thompson, our clients deserve respect regardless of their attire or background. I expect better from my team." Blake's eyes flickered with regret as Mason's words resonated with the gathered crowd. The tension slowly began to dissipate, replaced by a sense of accountability. In the days that followed, the incident sparked an internal review at Boston Luxury Motors. Richard Mason arranged for sensitivity training to address unconscious bias among the staff, ensuring that future interactions would be based on merit and respect rather than superficial judgments. Maggie's dignified handling of the situation not only restored her faith in the process, but also served as a catalyst for change within the dealership. At a benefit gala hosted by the Collins Foundation a month later, the atmosphere was markedly different. The Grand Boston Hotel buzzed with excitement as donors, medical professionals, and supporters mingled in support of the new adaptive sports complex for children with disabilities. Blake Thompson, now in a volunteer uniform rather than his former authoritative suit, was seen assisting guests with genuine humility. His transformation was a quiet yet powerful testament to the lessons learned from that fateful day at the dealership. During the event, Maggie approached Blake and with a sincere yet measured tone asked, "How are you finding the experience today?" Blake paused, reflecting on the events that had reshaped his perspective. "I'm learning that true worth isn't determined by appearance or first impressions," he admitted. "I'm truly sorry for the way I treated you, and I am committed to becoming a better person." His apology, though simple, carried the weight of genuine transformation. A change born out of hard lessons and the courage of one woman who refused to be defined by shallow judgments. Maggie's experience at Boston Luxury Motors had not only challenged the status quo, but also paved the way for meaningful change within the organization. Her unwavering commitment to respect and fairness had become an educational moment for everyone involved, a reminder that dignity and character hold far greater value than designer labels or exclusive price tags. Through her experience, Maggie demonstrated that standing up for one's worth can ignite a broader movement toward equality and understanding. As the gala drew to a close and the evening air filled with hope, Maggie's resolve was clear. In a world quick to judge based on appearances, her grace had become a beacon of change, inspiring others to look beyond the surface and appreciate the true measure of a person's worth.